Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 44, Prescott looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Prescott. He's got Gibson on the out route. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Maher able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett sets up play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
Third and long for Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. In motion comes the tight end left.
Hey, 47. Hey, go kill. Hey, we're going to 54. Right here.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And, that is going to be a safety.
No, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taken at about the 16. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's into the hands of Tolbert. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed it. Air under it, instead he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one taken just inside the 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Pickett's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it.
Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 31, Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Prescott to throw it. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Prescott. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Prescott now. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. And yet again, it's McLaurin. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. This is caught. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett on the left side. Gallup's got it. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 60 yards. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A give up the middle to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Prescott. Finding Samuel. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dak. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So when we talk about adjustments, you don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next.